is a divine plan for your life, one that is filled with love, abundance, and purpose. But too often we struggle with impatience. We want things to happen now. We ask, why hasn't this door opened? Why is this taking so long? But God's timing is perfect. Every delay has a reason. Every setback is a setup for something greater. When we surrender to His plan and trust the process, we step into a life of peace, knowing that all things are working together for our highest good. When something doesn't happen the way you expect, it's easy to feel disappointed. You might think that life is working against you or that your prayers have gone unheard. But delay is not denial. What seems like a setback is often a divine setup for something far greater than you can imagine. The universe operates with perfect precision, and every moment of waiting is part of a much larger plan, one that is guiding you toward your highest good. When you experience delay, it's not because you are forgotten or unworthy. It's because certain pieces of your journey are still falling into place. Sometimes what you are asking for is already on its way, but the timing is not yet aligned. If you received everything you desired too soon, you might not be ready to fully embrace or sustain it. The waiting period is a gift, a time to prepare your heart, your mind, and your life for what's coming. Trust that what is meant for you will never pass you by. The delay is not a punishment, it's protection. There may be unseen circumstances or lessons you need to learn before stepping into your blessings. Perhaps you are being shielded from something that is not truly aligned with your purpose. What feels like rejection is often a redirection, guiding you away from what is not meant for you and towards something far better. Patience is one of the greatest acts of faith. It's easy to believe when things are happening quickly, but the real test is how you respond when things feel stagnant. Do you give up, or do you continue to believe? When you surrender to divine timing, you free yourself from the burden of worry. You no longer need to force things to happen. Instead, you trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if you cannot yet see the bigger picture. During seasons of waiting, focus on becoming the person who is ready to receive your blessings. Use this time to nurture yourself, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Work on healing old wounds, strengthening your faith, and cultivating gratitude. The waiting season is not just about holding on, it's about growing. Sometimes, the very thing you're waiting for requires a version of you that is more confident, more patient, or more aligned with your purpose. Instead of asking, why is this taking so long, begin to ask, what is this delay teaching me? Every delay holds a lesson. Perhaps you are being taught how to trust, how to surrender, or how to find joy in the present moment. When you shift your perspective from frustration to curiosity, the waiting becomes a journey of self-discovery. The truth is, what is meant for you will never miss you. The universe is never late or early, it is always on time. Even when doors seem closed, even when the answers are not yet clear, trust that the delay is working in your favor. What's coming is already on its way, moving through the unseen realms, lining up at the perfect moment. The key is to align your energy with what you desire, even while you wait. Speak life into your dreams. Affirm daily that what you want is already yours. Instead of focusing on the absence of your desires, focus on the abundance that is already present. Gratitude is a magnet for miracles, and when you give thanks for what's on its way, even before it arrives, you accelerate the process. Let go of the need to control the timing. The more you try to force things, the more resistance you create. Trust that the same power that created the stars and the oceans is orchestrating every detail of your life. Your job is not to figure out how or when. Your job is to believe, to prepare, and to stay in alignment with your highest self. Delays are often the universe's way of giving you time to build a stronger foundation. Would you rather receive something quickly and lose it, or wait a little longer and have it last a lifetime? What's meant for you is too precious to be rushed. When it arrives, it will be worth every moment of waiting. So today, release the need to know when. Release the fear that it's never going to happen. Replace doubt with faith and impatience with trust. Rest in the knowing that if it's taking time, it's because something beautiful is being prepared for you, something far greater than you could have planned for yourself. Every delay is a divine whisper saying, not yet, but soon. Keep believing, keep preparing, and keep trusting. The longer the wait, the greater the reward. What's meant for you is on its way. And when it arrives, it will come at the perfect time, in the perfect way, and with perfect ease. There's a time in life when everything seems still, as if nothing is moving forward. You set your intentions, say your prayers, and take action, yet the results seem delayed. This period of waiting can feel frustrating, confusing, or even discouraging. But what if this waiting season is not a punishment, but a period of growth? What if this time of stillness is actually preparing you for something greater? Waiting is not wasted time. It is a sacred space where transformation happens. Just like a seed planted in the soil, growth is occurring beneath the surface, even when you cannot see it. You may not realize it now, but the waiting season is shaping you, strengthening you, and refining you. It is during this time that your patience is tested, your faith is strengthened, and your character is developed. When you are waiting for something, whether it's a breakthrough, an opportunity, or a change in circumstances, it's easy to become restless. You may start to doubt whether what you desire will ever come to pass. But understand this: the waiting season is where preparation takes place. This is the time to nurture yourself, build your resilience, and align yourself with the energy of what you are calling into your life. Many times we think we are ready for what we desire, but in reality, we still have growing to do. There may be lessons we need to learn, perspectives we need to shift, or healing that needs to take place before we can fully receive the blessings that are meant for us. If you received everything you wanted right now, would you be truly ready for it? Would you be able to sustain it? The waiting season ensures that when your blessing arrives, you are strong enough to hold it. Instead of seeing the waiting season as a delay, begin to see it as an opportunity. This is your time to evolve, to grow, and to prepare for what's coming. Ask yourself, how can I use this time wisely? Perhaps you need to develop new skills, deepen your faith, or work on your inner healing. Perhaps you need to let go of old patterns, limiting beliefs, or fears that are holding you back. This is your chance to become the person who is fully ready to step into the next chapter of your life. Waiting also teaches trust. It teaches you how to surrender and believe that what is meant for you will come at the right time. When you resist the waiting season, you create frustration and doubt. But when you embrace it, you find peace. You realize that every delay has a purpose, every setback is a setup, and every moment of stillness is working in your favor. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens in the stretching, in the patience, in the moments when you are forced to rely on faith rather than sight. The greatest transformations happen when you are in the waiting season, because this is when you are being molded into the person you were always meant to be. One of the most powerful things you can do during the waiting season is to practice gratitude. Instead of focusing on what hasn't happened yet, focus on the blessings that are already in your life. Gratitude shifts your energy from lack to abundance, from frustration to peace. It allows you to see that even in the waiting, there is so much to be thankful for. Another important practice is self-reflection. Take time to look within and ask yourself, what is this waiting period teaching me? Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's teaching you how to trust the process. Maybe it's showing you areas in your life that need healing or improvement. Whatever it is, lean into the lesson. The more you grow during this season, the more prepared you will be when your breakthrough arrives. The waiting season is also a test of faith. Will you continue to believe even when you don't see immediate results? Will you trust that everything is working for your highest good, even when it feels like nothing is happening? Faith is not about seeing. It's about knowing. Knowing that the universe is aligning things in your favor, knowing that your desires are already on their way, knowing that divine timing is always perfect. So instead of resisting this season, embrace it. Use this time to grow, to prepare, and to strengthen yourself. This is not a delay. It is a setup for something far greater than you can imagine. You are not being denied. You are being refined. The best things in life take time, and what's meant for you is worth the wait. When the right moment comes, everything will fall into place effortlessly. You will look back and realize that every moment of waiting was necessary. You will see that every challenge, every delay, and every lesson was preparing you for something beautiful. Trust the process. Trust the timing. And most importantly, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. There is a deep and powerful freedom that comes when you release the need for control. So often we believe that if we just try harder, push more, or plan every detail, we can force life to unfold exactly as we desire. But life does not work that way. The more we try to control every outcome, the more stress, frustration, and disappointment we invite into our lives. True peace comes when we learn to let go and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Control is an illusion. No matter how much effort you put into managing every detail of your life, there will always be factors beyond your control. Other people's actions, unexpected circumstances, and divine timing all play a role in how things unfold. When you release the need to control, you open yourself to something greater: flow. Life flows effortlessly when you allow it. When you stop trying to force things, you create space for miracles. Holding on too tightly to control stems from fear. The fear of the unknown, fear of failure, or fear of being hurt. But fear only constricts your energy, making it harder for the very things you desire to come into your life. When you loosen your grip, you allow space for trust. You begin to understand that things do not have to go exactly as planned for them to work out beautifully. In fact, some of the best moments in life come from unexpected detours. Letting go does not mean giving up. It does not mean you stop having goals, dreams, or ambitions. It simply means you stop obsessing over the how and when of it all. You continue to take inspired action, but you detach from needing a specific outcome. You learn to trust the process and believe that what is meant for you will find its way into your life. Think about how exhausting it is to try to control everything. The mental energy spent worrying, overanalyzing, and forcing outcomes drains your spirit. But when you surrender, you free yourself. You no longer have to carry the heavy burden of making everything happen on your own. You allow life to support you. You allow unseen forces to work on your behalf. Surrendering control also strengthens your connection with yourself and the universe. You begin to listen to your intuition more deeply. You become aware of the subtle signs and synchronicities guiding you. When you are too focused on controlling every detail, you miss these divine messages. But when you release, you see that life is always communicating with you, gently leading you toward the path meant for you. So how do you begin to let go? First, acknowledge what is within your control and what is not. You can control your actions, your mindset, and how you respond to situations, but you cannot control how others behave when opportunities arrive or how circumstances unfold. Focus on what you can influence and surrender the rest. Practice mindfulness. Stay present. Much of our desire for control comes from either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. But right now, in this very moment, you are safe, you are whole, you are exactly where you need to be. When you stay present, you release the urge to manipulate outcomes and instead embrace what is. Affirm to yourself daily, I trust that everything is working out for my highest good. The more you affirm this belief, the easier it becomes to let go. When challenges arise, remind yourself that everything is happening for you, not to you. Even when things seem to be going wrong, trust that they are leading you towards something better. Another way to release control is to practice deep breathing and meditation. When you feel yourself becoming anxious about outcomes, take a moment to breathe. Inhale deeply, hold, and exhale slowly. With each breath, imagine yourself letting go of worry and resistance. Feel yourself relaxing into trust. Trust also means accepting that things may not always look the way you expected, but that doesn't mean they aren't working in your favor. Sometimes what we think we want is far less than what the universe has planned for us. Be open to life surprising you. Be open to redirections, detours, and unexpected blessings. Releasing control does not mean living passively. It means moving forward with intention, but without attachment to the outcome. It means knowing that you are supported, that things are aligning in ways you cannot yet see. It means replacing fear with faith, worry with peace, and control with surrender. The moment you let go, you will feel lighter, you will feel free, you will no longer be bound by the constant struggle of forcing things to happen. Instead, you will flow with life, embracing each moment, knowing that everything is unfolding in divine perfection. You are safe, you are guided, and most importantly, you are exactly where you are meant. Life presents us with two paths, one led by faith and the other led by fear. Every day, in every decision, we choose which path to follow. Fear keeps us small, trapped in doubt and uncertainty. Faith, however, propels us forward, reminding us that we are divinely supported and guided every step of the way. When we choose faith over fear, we open the door to infinite possibilities, inner peace, and a life aligned with our true purpose. Fear whispers doubts into our minds. It tells us that we are not good enough, not capable enough, and that failure is inevitable. It convinces us that staying where we are, stuck in our comfort zone, is safer than stepping into the unknown. But fear is an illusion. It is a story we tell ourselves based on past experiences, limiting beliefs, and external influences. The truth is, we are far more powerful than our fears. The moment we recognize this, we begin to take back control of our lives. Faith, on the other hand, is trusting in what we cannot yet see. It is believing that even when the path ahead is unclear, we are being led in the right direction. Faith does not mean that challenges will never arise, but it assures us that we have the strength to overcome them. Faith reminds us that everything is happening for our highest good, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. Walking in faith means surrendering control and trusting that the universe, God, or divine energy is working things out behind the scenes. It means releasing the need to have all the answers and instead embracing the journey with an open heart. So often we hold ourselves back because we want guarantees. We want to know exactly how things will unfold before we take action. But faith requires us to move forward, even when we cannot see the full picture. It asks us to take that first step, knowing that the next one will reveal itself when the time is right. One of the biggest barriers to walking in faith is the fear of failure. We hesitate to pursue our dreams because we are afraid of making mistakes, being judged, or falling short of our expectations. But failure is not something to be feared, it is something to be embraced. Every setback, every challenge, and every perceived failure is a lesson that brings us closer to success. The only true failure is allowing fear to stop us from trying. Another way fear manifests is through overthinking and self-doubt. When we overanalyze every decision, we allow fear to take control. Our minds create endless what-if scenarios that paralyze us from moving forward. What if things don't work out? What if I'm making the wrong choice? What if I lose everything? But instead of asking, what if things go wrong, ask yourself, what if things go right? What if this decision leads to something incredible? What if I am being guided toward an opportunity greater than I can imagine? Faith is not just about belief. It is about action. It is about stepping forward, even when you feel afraid. It is about taking risks, knowing that you are supported. It is about trusting that no matter what happens, you will be okay. The more you exercise faith, the stronger it becomes. The more you choose faith over fear, the more you realize that fear was never real to begin with. It was just a barrier standing between you and your greatest potential. One way to cultivate faith is through gratitude. Fear thrives in a mindset of lack, focusing on what is missing, what could go wrong, or what has gone wrong in the past. But faith flourishes in gratitude. When you focus on the blessings in your life, big and small, you shift your energy from fear to trust. You remind yourself that you are already supported, already guided, and already equipped with everything you need to succeed. Another practice that strengthens faith is affirmations. Speak words of power and confidence over your life. Affirm to yourself daily, I am divinely guided. Everything is working out in my favor. I trust the journey. I am stronger than my fears. The words you speak shape the reality you experience. When you affirm faith, you invite more faith into your life. Walking in faith does not mean that fear disappears completely. It means that when fear arises, you choose to move forward anyway. It means that when doubt creeps in, you remind yourself of all the times you have overcome challenges before. It means that instead of shrinking back, you take a deep breath and step forward with courage. Imagine what your life would look like if you fully embraced faith. If you stopped hesitating, stopped second-guessing, and simply trusted that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Imagine the freedom, the peace, and the joy that would come from knowing that you are always supported. That is the power of faith. Today, make the decision to walk in faith, not fear. Release the doubts, the overthinking, and the need to control every detail. Trust that you are being guided. Believe that you are capable. And know that as long as you move forward with faith, you will always find your way. Life has a way of unfolding in perfect harmony, even when we don't always see it in the moment. There is a divine rhythm to everything, a timing that is beyond our control, yet always working for our highest good. When we rush, force, or resist, we create unnecessary stress and frustration. But when we learn to look for the signs of divine timing, we begin to trust that everything is happening exactly as it should. Divine timing is the universe's way of aligning events, people, and circumstances in a way that serves our greatest purpose. It is the gentle unfolding of life, bringing opportunities at the perfect moment. Sometimes we may want something desperately, but it doesn't arrive when we expect it to. In those moments, we might feel discouraged or question whether we are on the right path. But what if the delay is not a rejection, but a redirection? What if the timing isn't wrong? What if it's just not right yet? One of the most powerful ways to recognize divine timing is to look at how things flow. When something is meant for you, there is an ease to it. That does not mean there won't be effort involved, but you won't have to force what is naturally aligning. Doors will open unexpectedly, the right people will come into your life, and things will start to fall into place in ways you couldn't have planned. When something feels overwhelmingly difficult, like you are constantly hitting a wall, it may be a sign that the timing isn't right. Signs of divine timing often come through synchronicities. Have you ever thought about someone only for them to call you minutes later? Have you ever been contemplating a decision only to see a message, a quote, or a conversation that answers your question perfectly? These moments are not coincidences. They are signs that the universe is speaking to you. Pay attention to repeating numbers, symbols, or unexpected encounters that seem to be guiding you toward a specific direction. Sometimes divine timing requires patience. We live in a world that values speed, instant results, and immediate gratification. But the most beautiful things in life, love, personal growth, and success, take time to unfold. A flower does not bloom before its time, and neither do the blessings in your life. Just because something has not arrived yet does not mean it is not coming. Trust that everything is being prepared for you in the unseen. One of the biggest challenges with divine timing is trusting it during difficult seasons. When things feel stagnant, when doors seem to be closing, or when you feel stuck, it is easy to believe that nothing is working in your favor. But these moments are not wasted. They are part of your preparation. There are lessons to be learned, strength to be built, and wisdom to be gained. Often we are being shaped into the person who will be ready for the blessings we desire. Divine timing is also present in the people we meet. Some people come into our lives as lessons, others as blessings. Some stay for a short time, while others walk with us for a lifetime. When relationships end, it can be painful, but it is often the universe's way of making space for something better. When you trust divine timing, you understand that no meeting is accidental, and every relationship has a purpose, even if that purpose is simply to help you grow. If you want to align with divine timing, practice surrender. This does not mean giving up on your dreams. It means releasing the need to control every step of the journey. Instead of asking, "Why isn't this happening yet?" shift your perspective to, "I trust that this will happen at the perfect time." When you let go of the struggle and allow things to unfold naturally, you open yourself up to greater possibilities than you ever imagined. Gratitude is another powerful way to align with divine timing. When you focus on what you already have rather than what is missing, you raise your energy and attract even more blessings. Every delay, every redirection, and every unexpected turn is shaping your path in ways you may not understand yet. But if you trust that everything is happening for you rather than to you, you will walk through life with a sense of peace and assurance. Faith is essential when it comes to divine timing. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when impatience takes over, and when you wonder if things will ever work out. In those moments, remind yourself that divine timing is always in motion, even when you can't see it. Trust that what is meant for you will never pass you by. Today, take a deep breath and let go of the need to rush. Pay attention to the subtle signs guiding you. Trust that every closed door is leading you to an open one. Know that the right opportunities, the right relationships, and the right circumstances are aligning for you in perfect timing. Everything is working out exactly as it should. You simply need to trust the process. Life is a journey, not a destination. Every experience, every challenge, and every triumph shapes who we are. Too often we focus so much on where we want to be that we forget to appreciate where we are. We look ahead, longing for the future, or look back, dwelling on the past, instead of embracing the beauty of the present moment. But the true secret to joy and fulfillment is learning to be grateful for the journey, every step of it, even the parts that don't make sense yet. Gratitude shifts our perspective. When we are constantly chasing the next achievement, the next milestone, or the next goal, we can miss the lessons and blessings in front of us. But when we pause and appreciate where we are right now, we realize that every moment holds value. The struggles we have faced have made us stronger. The setbacks have redirected us to something better. The delays have taught us patience. Every experience has played a role in our growth. It is easy to be grateful when things are going well, when life is smooth, when we receive good news, when everything falls into place. But true gratitude is not just about being thankful for the good times. It is about appreciating every part of the journey, even the difficult moments. Those difficult moments are the ones that build character. They teach us resilience, faith, and inner strength. They help us discover who we truly are. Gratitude does not mean pretending that everything is perfect. It does not mean ignoring pain or dismissing challenges. It simply means choosing to see the good even in the midst of uncertainty. It means trusting that even when things don't go as planned, they are still working out for our highest good. It means believing that every experience, no matter how small or insignificant it seems, is part of a bigger picture. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate gratitude is to reflect on how far you have come. Think about the struggles you once thought you wouldn't overcome, yet here you are, stronger than before. Think about the times you doubted yourself, but somehow found a way to keep going. Think about the lessons you have learned, the growth you have experienced, and the wisdom you have gained. Sometimes we are so focused on what is next that we forget to celebrate how much we have already achieved. Gratitude also helps us embrace the present moment. When we are always focused on the future, we miss the beauty of now. But life is happening right now in this moment. The laughter of a loved one, the warmth of the sun, the simple joys that we often take for granted. When we learn to be fully present and appreciate what we have now, we experience a deeper sense of peace and contentment. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is that it attracts more blessings into our lives. When we focus on what we lack, we create a mindset of scarcity. But when we focus on what we already have, we create a mindset of abundance. The more we appreciate what is good in our lives, the more good we attract. Gratitude is a magnet for more joy, love, and success. Even in the waiting seasons, there is something to be grateful for. There are times in life when we feel stuck, when things don't seem to be moving forward as quickly as we'd like. But instead of seeing those moments as wasted time, we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth, reflection, and preparation. Sometimes the waiting season is where the greatest transformation happens. Practicing gratitude is a daily choice. It is something we must actively cultivate. One way to do this is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down a few things you are grateful for, big or small. It could be a meaningful conversation, a lesson learned, or even something as simple as a beautiful sunset. The more we acknowledge our blessings, the more we begin to see just how much we have to be grateful for. Another way to practice gratitude is through our words and actions. Express appreciation to the people in your life. Let them know how much they mean to you. Take a moment to thank yourself for your own growth and perseverance. Speak words of gratitude over your life, affirming, "I am grateful for where I am. I trust the journey. I appreciate every step." At the heart of it all, gratitude is a mindset, a way of seeing the world. It is choosing to find meaning in every experience. It is trusting that even the challenges are serving a purpose. It is believing that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. So today, take a deep breath and embrace where you are. Be grateful for every step, every lesson, every moment. Life is not just about reaching the destination. It is about cherishing the path that leads you there. And when you walk in gratitude, you will find that every step is filled with purpose, beauty, and grace.